I know this is kind of a random matchup, but I remember seeing a short that was a versus battle of these two, and in classic short fashion it didn't explain why they get the points. The part one found especially funny about it was when they said equipment was equal and everyone in the comments was just spamming.
Bang bang.
Now let's see who wins the Kudere versus the Tease Deer. Because these teenage girls are a lot stronger than you might initially think, and these are composite versions, so I'll be using feats from the game, manga and animes. I'll go over without weapons with weapons and with prep time. I've already gone over Rachel in another video. Her best strength feat I can find is stepping on a hand completely crushing it, which from what I found takes 4,000 joules street level. For Rachel's speed there's this scene from the game where she dodges a bullet. Apparently, the gun used was an elephant gun and people have calculated Rachel being 1,656 meters per second supersonic plus. For weapons Rachel has a knife and Glock 17 which fires bullets at 375 ms transonic speeds and hits with 670 joules street level. It has a range of 50 meters and holds 17 bullets. She's a lot stronger when you scale her off Zack's feats. In the game, Zack dodges an arrow making him 3,128 meters per second hypersonic. She isn't injured when he throws her head first into a metal vent. If you take Zack's combat speed and the average weight of a 5-un girl, which is 45 kilograms, putting that into a kinetic energy calculator, you get to 120,148,640 joules small building. She doesn't scale to him in combat speed since whenever they are close quarters, he always hits her before she can shoot him even when the gun's against his chest. Her travel speed, however, does scale since she can completely disappear like Batman when Zack's vision is obstructed by glass. She's 13 years old and has been a serial killer for vaguely over 3 weeks. She's killed her father, 6 of Kathy's prisoners, Kathy with Zack's help, and an unknown amount of people during her time as a floor master, but at least one since we see a skull in her spike pit, for a total of at least 9 kills. Now onto Nagatoro. The best strength feat in Nagatoro is done by Sunomiya, who destroyed several wooden sticks with a wooden sword, 40,109,261.1 to 5 joules small building. But since it was done with a weapon and Nagatoro doesn't use weapons, she would scale below this. For speed she can leave after images while playing ping pong by herself, 712 meters per second supersonic. She's 16 and has been practicing martial arts since she was a kid. Specifically boxing, Muay Thai and capoeira. She can have a sparring match with Gamo, who has been doing judo since she was a kid and can fight against Orihara, an Olympic athlete. So, she's clearly a better fighter than Rachel, who has 0 training. She doesn't use weapons. Has never killed anyone or been in a real fight, only sparring fights. When it comes to a hand-to-hand fight, Nagatoro might be a better fighter, but you only need to be 4 times faster than someone to speed blitz them, so Nagatoro is never hitting Rachel. Theoretically, Rachel should be able to just tackle her full speed repeatedly until she dies. But even if she doesn't want to do that, Angels of Death basically took place in real time, so we know Rachel has no problem running around avoiding attacks for at least 5 to 6 hours. The only time she ever gets tired is after breathing in poison gas for several minutes, and even then, she's all better after a nap that's only a few minutes. Nagatoro doesn't have stamina or endurance feats anywhere near Rachel's, so she will eventually just collapse from exhaustion, allowing Rachel to smother her to death with no resistance. With weapons, Nagatoro doesn't have any, and while her speed means she could theoretically dodge a bullet, Rachel is so much faster she could just run up, put the gun against her head and blow her brains out point blank, or slit her throat with the knife before Nagatoro can react. When it comes to prep time, there really is no contest. Rachel sets up traps like making the ceiling collapse, a machine that shoots arrows, a breakaway floor with a spike pit, and a fucking wrecking ball. I don't even know how she got that shit up there. She can also make traps mid-fight, like when she rigged an electrical trap and a gas explosion against Zack. She even has a bathtub filled with piranha.
Piranha.
Jan Kramer would be proud. So yeah, in conclusion, Rachel wins every round.